Okay. So I'm just started the recording the class. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to share the screen, go through the screen, and we are just going to start your first chapter. Okay. What is the
Okay.
first chapter?
Cells, right?
Yes. Cells. Okay. So what do
Yeah.
you mean by cell?
Says unit of, like something which makes up an organism.
Yes. But see, cells which makes an organism, okay, that is also true. But cells which make organs, okay,
Organ. Yeah.
cells to tissues, tissues to organs, organs to organs. Yes,
Yes.
yes. So we are going to see, okay, what is the structure and the function of the cell now. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so can you tell me the definition of the cell? What is the definition of a cell?
Cells, as in it's building blocks of life.
Hmm. Mm-hmm.
I could
Other
say
than
that.
that, yes, other than that, you can tell the cells are the structural and functional unit of life.
Okay.
Structural and functional unit. Why we are calling it as structural function? What is the reason?
It make up an organism and they help it function too.
Okay, so they are helping in the what is that uh, structure. Okay, so what is the shape and size of the cell? Okay, it depends upon the
Mm-hmm.
structure of the cell. Okay, if the organism is okay, the elephant is look like elephant. Humans are looking like humans. Why? Because we are having a definitive shape. Okay, we are having definite shape. Okay, so how?
Okay.
Because our body is made up of cells. Okay,
Okay.
so we are the what is that higher organisms. We are having many types of cells in our body. So what about the microorganisms?
There are ones which are single-celled.
Okay, single cell. Okay, so if
Yeah.
they are having a single cell, okay, are you thinking that that single cell is going to perform all the activities of the body?
No, they're adapted in different ways.
Why they are adapted in different ways? No, if the organisms are having only one single cell in the body, that single cell will perform all the activities of the body. Activities means in general the metabolic activity. Suppose you are eating, your body is doing the digestion, okay, then excretion, the respiration, circulation, okay, all these things. So now we are
Yeah.
moving on to the discovery of cells. Okay, so look at the screen.
Okay.
Is it visible for you?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. So the invention of the lens. Okay. So lens means what? What do you mean by lens?
Some we can view very small things through it.
Okay. So lens are nothing but okay, this is the made up of glass. These are the glass
Mm.
objects. Okay. So
Okay.
which are being used to see the things, okay, by magnifying it. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
you are magnifying it. So when you are magnifying, what are you able to see? If the organisms are microscopic, you are able to see them larger. Okay, whatever their
Mm-hmm.
body size, you can see them wider or larger. Whatever you can tell. Okay, now see.
Mm-hmm.
So the Robert Hooke in the year of 1665 observed a thin slice of caught dead plant, okay, plant cells with a microscope. Okay, so he described that what was observed as a little boxes of cells. Okay, so look at this picture. Okay, so I'm just
Mm-hmm.
going to draw a rough diagram for you. Okay, here see, look at this picture. This is the, okay, under the microscope, the Robert Hooke was observed. Okay, that time he didn't discover any microscope. He just used a lens. This is the lens. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
he what is it kept a what is a small piece of cork, okay, under the lens or a microscope, whatever you can tell, okay, and he observed that, okay, though the cork is what is that
Okay.
from the dead plant cell, okay, so it is having a hexagonal shape. It's like it's look like a honeycomb under the microscope when he was what is that he has seen, okay, so it was like
Mm-hmm.
a hexagonal structures. But Okay, then he told that, okay, so each and every organism is made up of some tiny little structures. So those are nothing but the cells. These are in the shape of boxes, you can see. Okay.
Yeah.
So can you tell me what are the differences between the dead cell and the, what is that, living cell, live cell?
As in observing or generally?
Observing or in general, you can tell anywhere. Anyway, okay, you can use.
Like dead cells won't go under mitosis, they won't grow, but like living cells would.
Yeah, you are forgetting one thing. The
Mm.
first and the, what is it, foremost and the basic thing is the dead cells won't have any nucleus. Yes, if there is no nucleus means the cell is dead. And the
Okay.
living cells, they are having the nucleus. If the nucleus is present, then all the what is that functions of the cells are to be performed by the cell. Cell will have the mitosis, it will have the meiosis. Okay, so when you, what is that, you questioned about that, you told me about the mitosis and meiosis. Okay, can you tell me what type of cells will do the mitosis and what type of cells will do the meiosis?
I mean, every living cell goes under mitosis, right?
Hmm. And what about the meiosis then?
uh Meiosis happens when, I need to recall that concept.
No need to recall, it's a very, very simple thing. See, mitosis, okay, I'm writing it here. Is it visible for you?
Yeah, I can see it.
All body parts of the cell. Okay, part cells, all body cells. Okay, so whatever cells are present in your body.
Meiosis is for reproduction, right?
Yes, meiosis only the reproductive cells.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm? This is
Yeah,
the
I got it.
major difference. Yes, mitosis and meiosis. Okay, so mitosis or meiosis, which is the reduction division?
Meiosis.
Okay, why it is reduction division? What will happen?
Because like the parent cells are halved from
Hmm?
each of the parent to form the new
Yes.
cell.
So in case of mitosis, if it is a cell, the cell will grow into two cells. But in case of
Mm-hmm.
meiosis, what will happen? Cell, okay, so
One.
they will have the 2n, means diploid. Both are diploid in condition. Okay, two
Mm-hmm.
cells will form, but they are NN. Haploid, this
Haploid.
haploid will produce again diploid cell. Clear?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I got it.
Hmm. Okay, so I'm just moving on to the next slide. Look at. Okay, now the discovery of the cells. Okay, so Robert Hooke, okay, he discovered the, what is that, a small cork, like what is that, from a small cork. Okay, he has taken a small cork, okay, with a thin slice. Okay, he has taken and he observed a honeycomb-like structures which are from the dead oak tree. Okay, cork of
Mm-hmm.
a dead oak plant or tree, whatever you can tell. Now we are going to move on to the discovery of cells. So Antony von Leeuwenhoek in the year of 1675 was the first person to observe living cells. Okay, and
Okay.
he is the person Antony von Leeuwenhoek. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so in 1675 year, you have to always remember the years. Okay, biological terms, the years are very important. Okay, when the discovery of the cell has taken place. Okay, who discovered this, what is the year, okay, everything you have to remember. So was the first person
It's
to
in common
observe.
exam.
Yes,
And for IGs, they don't ask years and all.
they don't ask you.
No, they don't ask about like who discovered it or on what year
No,
they
no, no, no,
discovered
no,
it.
it's not like that. Okay, I'm not in general I'm talking about it. It's not like
Mm,
that
yeah,
for
yeah.
your exam. Okay, if you're going
Okay.
to have some time, okay, when you are going to your higher studies, you will have your, what is that, quiz contest, MCQ type
Yeah.
questions. Okay, you will get all these things. So whenever
Mm-hmm.
you are just going to, what is that, studying a part, okay, whenever you are going through a topic, you have to know each and everything. A small thing also you cannot, okay, leave. Okay,
Yeah.
that is the thing. It's not like that, okay, you are going to have in your exam, you are going to write lot like that. You have to know general terms. Okay, these
Mm-hmm.
are the general
Yeah.
knowledge. Okay, now moving on to the magnification. So we are going to talk about the microscopes. So what are microscopes? Why we are going to use that?
in order to study the cells closely.
Okay. So what do you mean by microscopic organisms then?
Microscopic, which can be viewed under like very high power lenses.
Okay. So the microscope organisms are organisms which we cannot see with our naked eyes. Okay. So that is why we are using a special type of, what is that, machine. Okay. So that is known as the microscope. What it is doing, it is magnifying. Okay, so means what? It is increasing the power of, and what is that? It's having a power to increase an object's apparent size. That is known as a magnification. Okay, so magnification refers to the microscope's power. Okay, you are having, okay, microscopes are of two types, light microscope and electron microscope. So in general, in the laboratories, when you are working with, what is that, cells, okay, in general term, in school or colleges, the people will use the light microscope. Okay, we are not going to use the electron microscope because it's very, very, very costly. Okay, it's very costly. Okay, so the magnification and resolution, these two things are very important when you're going to study about a microscope. So you have to know these two terminologies. Magnification is nothing but, so it is the power of the microscope to increase an object's apparent size. Whatever its size is, it's very minute, it's microscopic, small. Okay, so the microscope is having that amount of power to increase the size and show whatever the, what is that, it's having different sizes. Magnification lens are the 10x, 20x, 40x, 100x, oil emulsion. Okay, these things are present in case of microscope. Now coming to the next point, resolution. Resolution refers to the microscope's power to show detail clearly. Okay, if you are observing a cell particularly, what all things are present inside the cell? Okay, how do you came to know? By using this microscope, you are watching the cell particularly under the microscope, you are magnifying each and every part of the cell. So that is known as a resolution. Okay?
Okay.
Clear? Any doubt?
No.
Okay. Moving on to the next. Yes. Now cell theory. Okay. Cell theory. What is the meaning of that? Cell theory.
Studies related to cells, which came up with theories.
Yes. Yes. See. So who developed the cell theory? Okay. So Claydon and Swan. So these two scientists, okay, are the very, what is that, very important persons. Okay, when we are going to talk about the cell theory. Okay. So Claydon, Matthias Claydon, in the year of 1838 concluded that all plants are composed of cells. So this person only talked about the plants are made up of cells. And next comes to the Theodor Schwann in the year of 1838. There is only 1 year difference. Okay, concluded that all animals are composed of cells. Okay, so in general term, okay, so these two scientists, okay, what is that? They discovered that, okay, whatever it is, plant or animal, okay, they are the living organisms and their body is made up of cells. Okay, so now Rudolf Virchow in the year of 1855 determined that the cells come only from other cells. Okay, one cell is coming from other cells. What is that process is called?
Mitosis, right?
Very good. Very good. Mitosis. Okay, so that that terminology has given by the Rudolf Virchow. Okay. Okay. Now, so the all living things are composed of one or more cells. Cells are organisms' basic unit of structure and function. Cells come only from existing cells. Yes. Okay, when the cells will start dividing, okay, they are having the mitosis process, they are started dividing. So what will happen? When they will grow, they will become older. Okay, how the human beings or each and every organism become older, like the cells are also become older. So can you tell me what is the lifespan of a RBC red blood cell?
No idea, honestly.
120 days. It's 120 days. Means what? It will live up to 120 days. Before dying, it will produce another RBC. Okay.
Oh.
Yes. See, each and every particular cell, whatever it is, your skin cells, okay. So,
Mhm.
your liver cells, your pancreatic cells, your digestive system, stomach cells, whatever, your body is totally prepared with different types of cells. So, they will continuously have the process of mitosis, means once they are started dividing, they will grow, they will become older, the before cell will die. It will become older and it will
Okay.
die. Okay, like how
Yeah.
the human beings are born, they will grown up, they will come to their teenage position, then they will, what is that? They are young, then they will be converted into older position, then after that they will die. Like that, the cells are also having the same, what is that, rule which they are following. The thing is that in case of how I told you, the RBC cells, red blood cells are having the lifespan of only 120 days. Like the other cells are also having different days lifespan. Okay, so like that.
Mhm.
Okay,
So approximately 4 months.
yes, 4 months for the RBC.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, okay, I will ask you a simple, what is a simple logic? Okay, so what about the
Sure.
cancer? What is cancer then? It is also related to
Cancer.
cell. Yes, cancer.
Yeah, cancer is like when cells grow abnormally.
Okay, why they are growing abnormally?
Because the like the body functions not on their place, like they're not working properly.
Okay. See, cancer
Or
is nothing but the overgrowth of the cell. Okay,
mm-hmm.
means first they will form the tumor. Okay, they are growing.
Yeah.
Okay, tumor is not dangerous. They are benign. Okay, but
Okay.
what about the malignant tumors? Two types of tumors are there, benign tumors and the malignant tumors. So the benign tumors are non-cancerous. It will not harm you. They will present in your body. Okay, and
Okay.
malignant tumors, what they will do, they are cancer, which means they are having the capacity to spread throughout your body, wherever it is.
Okay.
Okay, so how they are
Mm-hmm.
going to spread? With your lymph node, with the help of the lymph nodes, lymph. Okay,
Okay.
okay. So this is the thing. Now see, next one. Okay. Now cell diversity. What is the meaning of diversity?
The differences, the varieties of cells.
Yes. So basically the cell diversity or the differences in the cells. Okay. So we have to look after by looking at three major things. One is the size of the cell, shape of the cell, and internal organization. Okay. These three things
Mm-hmm.
are very important. Okay, each and every cell is not having the same size and shape or internal organization. Okay, suppose
Okay.
now see, I'm just going to draw it here. Size and shape and internal organization. If we are going to talk about what is this spindle cell. Okay, these are present inside your muscles. Okay, the shape is like
Mm-hmm.
this, spindle fibers. Okay, or spindle cells. They are like this. Okay, so when we are going
Okay.
to talk about the neurons, they are like this. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, they are the neurons, which is the longest cell of the body. Okay, so these are the things, axon and dendron, whatever things are present. So now, if we are going to talk about the cell, each and every things are the what is that? Each and every what is that? Living organism is made up of cell, but their shape and what is the structure will vary. Other than that, in a single organism, we can found a different types of cells. Okay, neurons are present, muscle cells are present, cardiac cells are present. Okay, cardiac cells are different type. Okay, then we are having the skin cells. Okay, squamous epithelial cells. Okay, columnar epithelial cells.
Okay.
Each and every cell is having a different shape, size, and internal organization. Okay, so now internal organization and their functions are also different. You cannot talk, okay, neuron is going to function on your, what is that, digestive system. No. it will help in the digestion. No, it will just transport the, what it will transport? Impulses. The neuron will transport the impulses from the outside to our body to the brain, from brain to outside. What is that? From the receptor organ. Okay. And
Okay.
what about the digestive cells, the stomach cells? It will help in the digestion process.
Digestion.
It will help in the digestion. What about the excretory cells? Okay, nephrons.
Help in excretion, right?
Excretion. They will do the function of excretion. Yes, they are having, nephrons are having a small particular structures which are known as the glomerulus, then Bowman capsule. Okay, the body is what the nephron is having different shapes. Okay, glomerulus, Bowman capsule, proximal convoluted tubule, all these structures are there. So all these things are what is that joining, and they are forming a particular shape of the nephron. Nephrons are present inside the kidneys. They are the unit of the excretory system. So they are having different shapes then. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So they are having like this. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So the structure is like this. It's a rough diagram. I'm drawing it. Okay. Now see. Okay. Now what is the smallest cells and what is the biggest cell and the longest cells? Okay, in the living organism, smallest cells are nothing but the cells of a bacteria, which are having the only length of 2 to 10 micrometers. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and this cell diversity according to size we are talking about. Okay, according to the size, what is the smallest one, what is the longest one, what is the biggest one? So the longest cell is the nerve cell of human being. Okay, or what is that? Not human beings, it is giraffe they have given. Because the giraffe's nerve cell is the bigger than the human being. Okay, so approximately 2 meters. Okay, now the biggest cell is the ostrich egg, is the biggest cell, and it is having the 6 inches long, 5 inches wide, and 3 pounds in weight. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So up to this clear, or you're having any doubt?
No, it's clear.
Okay. Now moving on to the cell diversity according to the shape of the cell. What is the shape? Okay, see, some are cylindrical. Okay, these are the cylindrical, these are spherical, and these are, you can see the hexagonal are there, then rectangular such structures are there. Okay, different shape and sizes of the cells are there. So, okay, cells differ widely in shape. Okay, so most cells are roughly cuboidal or spherical. Cuboidal or spherical means most of the cells are round or they are like cubes. You can see it here. They are like cubes. Okay, they are like cubes. Or you can see they are cylindrical or they are round or spherical, whatever you can tell. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, internal organization. Okay, the cells. Inside the cell, what is present? Can you tell me?
The cell wall.
Inside the cell.
So cytoplasm.
What is that? The main thing is the nucleus. Okay, inside the cell, nucleus, surrounding the nucleus, the cytoplasm will be there. So what all things are present inside the nucleus? Nucleus is nothing but the containing the chromosome. Okay, it contains the genes. Genes are nothing but these are what is that? It contains the DNA. Okay. So DNA, which is a double helical structure. Okay, which are present. What is that? In the form of chromosomes inside the nucleus. Okay. So this contains the DNA which directs the activity of the cell. So what is the DNA? What is the full form of DNA?
Deoxyribonucleic acid.
Yes. So where do you find this? Where do you find?
In cells, in the nucleus.
Okay. Inside the nucleus, you are having the chromosomes. Inside the chromosomes, the DNA structures will be there. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So what is the function of DNA? What it will do?
It gets to decide the features and the functions.
It will help in the transformation of genetic material from parents to offspring. It's a genetic material. Okay. So what it is doing? Whatever characters are the parents are having, it will pass on to the offspring. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. So now coming to the next one is the organelle. A cell component that performs specific functions in the cell. What are organelles? Cell organelles. Nucleus and cell organelles. So thing is that you have to always remember when we are going to talk about the cell structure. Okay, internal organization is made up of two things. Okay, first is the nucleus and
Okay.
next is the cell organelles. Okay, cell organelles.
Okay.
So in this, just give me a second. I'm just
Sure.
stopping the sharing part of this. I'm just going to, okay, open my white. Okay. So internal organization of the cell. Okay. It's very important thing of cell. Okay. What all things are present? The cell is made up of nucleus and then cell organelles. Okay.
Okay.
The nucleus is having the DNA, or you can tell it as, okay, chromosomes are present. Inside the chromosomes, the DNA will be present. Cell organelles, what all included in it? Cytoplasm, then
Okay.
Golgi bodies,
Okay.
then mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum. I'm just writing it shortly, okay? Endoplasmic reticulum, then
Okay.
ribosomes, lysosomes, okay? Then
Okay.
what all things are there? Other than that,
And that's it, I think. Wait.
vacuoles, vacuoles will be there. Then you will have, in case of plants, plasmids will be there. Centrioles will be there.
For plants, just?
Yes. Okay. See,
Okay.
some of the things are present in case of plants and some of will not present in plants. Okay. So what is the major difference between the plant cell and animal cell? Can you tell me?
Presence of cell wall.
Who will have the cell wall?
Plant cells.
Okay. Instead of cell wall, the what about the animal cells? What they are having?
They're just having a cell membrane.
Cell membrane. Very good. This is the major difference. Okay. Now see, cell organelle is clear. Nucleus is clear for you.
Yeah.
Yes. Now the eukaryotics. Okay. So cell is divided into two types. What is that now? Not the cell. Organisms are divided into two types. Okay. Depending upon the what is that?
Okay.
Cell content and the presence and absence of the nucleus. Eukaryotic cells and prokaryotic cells. So prokaryotic will come first, then the eukaryotic. So prokaryotics are the nothing but the cells that lack of nuclei or the nucleus and the membrane bound organelles. Okay, so they are only having the cell membrane, but inside, when you are going to look inside the cell, there is no nucleus inside it. Okay, the prokaryotic.
Okay.
Okay, so the now coming to the eukaryotes. Eukaryotes are nothing but the cell that contain a nucleus and a membrane bound organelles. So prokaryote, can you tell me an example of prokaryotic organisms?
Amoeba.
Amoeba is a prokaryotic. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Other than amoeba, all types of bacteria will come under
Bacteria, yeah.
prokaryotic. Yes. Now eukaryotics are nothing but the higher organisms. Okay. Now, so what is the major difference? The prokaryotics lack of nuclei, but the eukaryotics are having the nuclei.
Nucleus.
Yes. Okay. Now, the eukaryotics and versus the prokaryotics. See, eukaryotics are the animal, plant, fungi, protists, and the prokaryotics are the all types of bacteria differ greatly in structure. Okay, this is the eukaryotic cell structure and this is the prokaryotic cell structure. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so these are the bacterial structure. You can see different types of bacteria are present in what is that in this, and these are the what is that particular cell structure. This is the nucleus. Okay, and this is the nucleus, and this around the nucleus is cytoplasm. These are the mitochondria. Different things are present. Okay, we are just going to see that. Now prokaryotic cells are the bacterial cell. You can see This one, cylindrical structure. This is, and the bacteria are having the flagella. Okay, so this flagella are what are the functions of flagella?
It helps movement.
Helps in the movement. Okay, so
Okay. Yeah.
these are the locomotory organs. Okay, so locomotory organ flagella. Okay, cilia, flagella. Okay, all these things are help in the locomotion. Okay, what about the amoeba? Amoeba will use what type of what type of locomotory organ it is having?
It has it's adapted to basically like opening up and ingesting.
No, it's a pseudopodia. Pseudopodia. Pseudopodia means it's a false legs. Okay, so whenever it need, it will increase the body size. Okay, and when it does not, it will just don't. What is that? What is the shape of the? It's like this. If it is amoeba, so whenever the food is present here, it will increase the size like a foot like this, and it will engulf it, and later on it will come back to the normal position. Whatever the body part is increasing, okay, and it is forming a structure like a foot. That is why it is known as a pseudopodia. Okay. Pseudo means what? Pseudo means false. Podia means leg or feet. You can tell anything. False. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they will increase their body size into a what is the shape of a foot or feet, whatever you can tell. Okay. So whenever they have the requirement, otherwise they will be in the normal position. Their body will be in the normal position because amoeba is not having any definite shape or structure of the body. Okay.
Okay.
So in a bacterial cell, what all things are present? We are just going to talk about the prokaryotic cells. What all things are present? Just go through this. Ribosomes, capsule is present. Capsule is nothing but the outer layer, which is the protective layer of the bacteria. Then just below the capsule, you can see the cell wall is present, bacterial cell wall. Then this is the plasma membrane. Okay, below the cell wall, the plasma membrane will be present, or you can tell the cell membrane. Other name of the plasma membrane is a cell membrane. Then the nucleoid region, DNA, means they don't have the nucleus. Instead of nucleus, they are having the nucleoid. Okay, or you can tell it as a nucleus, nucleolus. Okay, so here the DNA material will be present. Okay, and the DNA material will be present here. Okay, and these are the flagella. Okay, in case of not all the bacteria are having the flagella organs. Okay, some will have the cilia, some will have the what is that, flagella like that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, clear?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Just give me a second. They say about the prokaryotic cell. Okay, see, you can see prokaryotic cell, they are having the cell wall and the cell membrane both. Okay, plasma membrane. What is the other name of the plasma membrane? Cell membrane.
Cell membrane.
Okay, just give me a second. I'm just going to turn to the next page. Yeah. Okay, now we are just going to see the what is the difference between major difference between the prokaryotics and the eukaryotics. Look at this. Prokaryotics, see, they don't have any nucleus, but when we are going to talk about the prokaryotics, okay, sorry, eukaryotics, they are having the nucleus. Prokaryotics, no nucleus. Instead of that, they are having the nucleoid membrane. Okay, where the DNA material will be present. Okay, I have what you have seen in the before page. Okay, so you can see it here. So this is the nucleoid region where the DNA, okay, it's a genetic material will be present in case of the prokaryotic organisms. Okay, so what is the example of prokaryotic organism? It's nothing but a bacteria. You can tell any type of bacteria. Okay, so but in case of eukaryotic organisms or higher level of organisms, instead of nucleoid membrane, they are having the proper nucleus. Inside the nucleus, the DNA will be present. Okay, it's a genetic material. Okay, which will carry the genetic information from one generation to another generation. Yes. Now coming to the next one is the prokaryotics, membrane bound organelles. No, why? They don't have any specific membrane, outer covering. Okay, instead of that, they are having a capsule. Yes?
Yeah.
Look at this picture. Okay, so I didn't mention any of the outer, what is that, cuticle membrane or any other, what is that, like a skin-like layer, not there. It's not present in case of prokaryotic cells. You can see only the, okay, the capsule is the outer layer. Okay, but when we are going
Yeah,
to
I
talk
got it.
about the eukaryotics, the membranes are present. Okay,
Okay.
so okay, we are also comes under the eukaryotic. Okay, so our cell or any other organism cells, we are also having different types of what is that membranes. Okay, in our body. Okay, just talk about the skin. Okay, skin is
Mm-hmm.
having three layers. Okay, so outer side it is ectoplasm, or you can, sorry, not ectoplasm, it's an ectoderm. I'm going to talk about the what is that
Okay.
skin. Outer layer is the ectoderm, middle one is the
Okay.
mesoderm, and the when we are moving inside the skin, endoderm. Okay, there are three.
Again,
Yes. What is that?
again, could you tell me the
Yes.
outer one
Outer
is?
one is the ectoderm, where you are
Okay.
having the skin. Middle one,
Mm-hmm.
below the skin is the mesoderm, and the lower portion where
Okay.
your hair follicles will start growing. Okay, inside your what is the skin, where you're having the muscles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is the endoderm. Ecto, meso,
Okay.
endo. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now look at this. Prokaryotic size, they are very, what is that, minute in structure, 1 to 10 mu micron, but eukaryotics are the 10 to 50 micron. Okay, so means in
Okay.
general, the prokaryotics all are the microscopic, but eukaryotics are not. Some are microscopic, some we can see with our naked eye. Okay, we are able
Mm-hmm.
to see. Now, when involved, prokaryotics 3.5 billion years ago, okay, they were present. Okay, so eukaryotics 1.5 billion years ago means whenever we are just going to look after the discovery of the prokaryotics and eukaryotics, prokaryotics came before than the eukaryotics. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, now talking about the cytoplasm. Both type of cells are having the cytoplasm. Cell membrane is present in both. Cell wall. What about cell wall? Some organisms will have the cell wall. In case of prokaryotics, if we are going to talk about the bacteria, they will have the cell wall. Okay.
Okay.
And if you are going to talk about the what is that, amoeba, it's an animal. It won't have any type of cell wall. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. Now eukaryotics, plants. Cell wall only present in case of plants. Okay, not for
Mm-hmm.
the animals. Clear?
Yeah.
Yes. Now the ribosomes present in prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Can you tell me what is the what is that major function of the ribosomes?
No idea.
These are helping in the synthesis of proteins. Synthesis
Oh,
of
okay, that
proteins.
way.
Yes, synthesis of
Mm-hmm.
proteins. Okay. Now
Okay.
DNA, it's a circular free floating. See, prokaryotics, they don't have any nuclear structure. Okay, so inside the nucleus, the chromosomes will be present, and inside the chromosomes are DNA structures will be present in the form of double helical structure. But in case of prokaryotics, there is no proper nucleus. So instead of nucleus, they are having the nucleoid membrane. Okay, so they are
Okay.
free floating. Nucleide is nothing but made up of DNA material. So the DNA is, in case of prokaryotic, it is free floating, circular and free floating. For eukaryotic, chromosomes are present in nucleus. Inside the chromosomes, the DNA will be present.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, examples are
Yeah.
the bacteria, and eukaryotics, it is plants, animals, fungi, and protists. You can tell anything. Okay, so
Okay.
always you
Okay.
have to remember prokaryotics are the always microscopic organisms, and eukaryotics are some of microscopic and some are non-microscopic organisms, means larger organisms will come under the eukaryote. Okay,
Okay.
any doubt?
Yeah. No.
No. Okay, now structural organization of eukaryotic and prokaryotic cells. Look at this. Now we are going to talk about the structural organization. See, this is the eukaryotic cell. What is that? Eukaryotic cell, and this is the prokaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cells, see, you can see the cell structure is very big or vast, and this blue color part is
Yeah.
the nucleus. Surrounding the nucleus, the cytoplasm will be there, and other cell organelles will be there. Okay, this picture is not clear
Mm-hmm.
here. In the next picture, we can see that. But in case of prokaryotic cell, you can see the flagella will be there, and inside it, it is having the nucleoid membrane, and inside the nucleoid membrane, the DNA will be present. Okay, clear?
Okay.
Yeah. Now look at this, the parts of the cell. What all parts are present in case of cell? Look at this. Oh, sorry. Okay, just give me a second. Yeah, this one. Okay, parts of the cell. So each living cell carries out the task of taking food, transformation, food into energy, getting rid of waste and reproducing. Okay, cell will, what is that? Different cells will have different activities. Okay, they will have their own functions. Okay, as I told you, okay, the digestion is taken up by the, what is that, cells of your digestive system. Okay, so here the, what is the, stomach cells will help you, then you, the liver cells will help you, the pancreatic cells will help you in the, what is that, doing the digestion process. For excretion, your kidneys will function. Okay, can you tell me where the synthesis of urine will take place, formation of urine?
As in the organ?
Which organ that is, in case of human beings?
No idea.
See, listen carefully. It's not like that. Okay, so urine is related to excretory system, means the kidney will, okay, many people will do the mistake. Okay, the kidney will synthesize the urine
Okay.
or will help in the production of urine. Not like that. Liver will help in the
Okay.
production, synthesis of urine. Liver.
Okay.
Okay, so remind that liver will help in the synthesis of urine. When the urine is produced inside the liver, it will pass on to the kidneys. Okay, then there the
Okay.
filtration process will take place, and whatever the excretory materials are there, okay, that have to be filtered with the help of the, from the glomerulus to the Bowman capsule, and from the Bowman capsule it is going out by our body. Okay, so then the nephron is helping in
Okay.
the filtration process. Okay, so though always remember, urine is synthesized in the liver. Okay,
Okay.
then it will move on to
Yeah.
the kidneys for filtration. Clear?
Yeah, clear.
Yes. Now the each living cell carries out different tasks for taking food, transforming food into energy, getting rid of wastage and reproducing. Okay, so let's talk about this. Now, okay, we are eating food. After eating the food, we are gaining energy. We are getting some amount of energy. Why? Because we are eating different kinds of food: carbohydrates, protein, fat, minerals, vitamins. Okay, so they are going
Okay.
in each and every part of the cell and it is storing there. Okay, and
Yeah.
it is giving us energy, and energy is stored in the form of ATP inside the mitochondria, which is present.
Again, sorry.
Yeah. So whenever we are eating the food, from that food, okay, the food is converting into a energy, and that energy in the form of ATP is storing inside the mitochondria.
Okay.
Yes, these are the mitochondrial structure. ATP, adenosine triphosphate. I think you know about that.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's a, mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. It's known as the powerhouse of the cell.
Yeah, I
Yes.
know that. Yeah.
Yes. So now most eukaryotic cells have three main components. Okay. So we are just not going to talk about the prokaryotic cells. We are just going to talk about the eukaryotic cells now. Why? Because
Okay.
these eukaryotic cells are present in all types of higher organisms body. Okay.
Okay.
So this most eukaryotic cells have three main components. One is the cell membrane, and the one is the cytoskeleton, and the nucleus. Cell membrane,
Okay.
outer coverage. Cytoskeleton, inside it, whatever, where the all type of organelles are present. Suppose what is that, lysosomes, Golgi bodies, then what is that, endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes, all things are present. Then nucleus. Okay, it is present just center of the cell. Okay, it is present at the center of the cell. You can look at this picture. See, this is
Yeah,
the,
I can
what is
see.
that, yeah, this is the outer membrane. These are known as the, what is that, cell membrane. And here inside the cell, when we are, what is that, just going to see, okay, we will have different organelles: mitochondria, centriole, vacuoles, vesicles, Cytosol, lysosomes, ribosomes, okay, Golgi complex, these are nothing but the cytoskeleton. And when we are
Okay.
moving just center to the cell, it is nothing but the nucleus.
So cytoskeleton, basically all the cell organelles, right?
Where all the cell organelles are present.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now see the structure and function. The structure and function of the cell organelle will be discussed. See what all things are present here. Cell membrane will be there, nucleus, cell wall, cytoplasm, cytoskeleton, ribosome, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, mitochondria, lysosomes, peroxisomes, cilia and flagella, basal body, centrioles, vacuoles, and plastids. So plastids, where do you find this? Plastids.
No idea.
Chromoplast, chloroplast,
Oh, okay, yeah, I got it.
these are in case of plants.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now see the cell membrane. We are going to talk about the cell membrane now. See, look at this. What is this? This is the upper one. This is the lower one. Okay, this is the cell membrane. Okay, so which is a lipid bilayer, phospholipid bilayer. It is bilayer means what? It's when you're just going to talk about what is that? Look after a sandwich. Okay, upper side one,
Bilayer as in
yes,
two.
yes. Upper one bread, lower one bread, middle you are having something, what about veggies you are just going to keep. It's also having the same structure like a sandwich. Okay, so
Okay.
the cell membrane phospholipid bilayer with proteins that function as channels, markers, and receptors or to contain the cholesterol which provides rigidity. Okay, so
Okay.
what all things are present? The cell membrane, it's made up of phospholipid bilayer. See, upper layer and the lower layer, these are the lipid bilayers, phospholipid bilayers. Okay, bi means
Okay.
two layers, upper layer, lower layer. And what all things are present in? These are the made up of proteins generally. Okay, these are made up
Okay.
of proteins. You can see recognition proteins are there, protein filaments are there, receptor protein is there, transport protein is there. So this phospholipid bilayer of a cell membrane is made up of different kinds of proteins and their function as channel markers. What do you mean by channel markers? Channels, they function as channels, markers and receptors. What do you mean by channels?
I don't really know how to say it in words.
So what do you know? You can tell. Channels means
It's
what? See, it's
like
nothing but a special type of arrangement of amino acids, okay, in a cell membrane.
okay.
Okay, these are the, see, proteins are nothing but when the, what is that, amino acids are making the bond or the chain like structure, they are working, they are, what is that, they are converting into a different kinds of proteins. Okay,
Okay.
so the channels are nothing but where which type of amino acid has to sit. Okay, so that is nothing but the special arrangement of the amino acids. Okay, so which is present in
Okay.
the cell membrane that are known as the channel. Marker means what?
Some they recognize basically.
Yes. See, marker is nothing but, okay, this is what is that? It's also a protein, okay, which helping in the, what is that, transport of different kinds of signals. Next, the receptors. Receptors are taking different kinds of, what is that, activities. They are, what is that, receptor protein. You can see transport protein is there, receptor protein is there, receptor. Okay. So
Okay.
in case of receptor proteins only, the binding sites will be there. Okay, where the one protein, this is one protein, another protein is coming and binding in this, what is that, site of the protein.
I
Okay.
didn't get it again.
See, receptor protein. What do you mean by receptor? What is the meaning of receptor?
It's something which reacts.
Receptor protein is nothing but it's a, what is that? Where, what is that? It will work. What is that? Yeah, what is that? That side, receptor protein is the protein which will, what is that? Which it is having a molecules, okay, and which will work in a target site. Okay, it will have a target. I have to reach there and I have to show my work in that place, like that. Okay, so what it will do? Okay, it will help in the receiving of chemical signals.
Okay.
Okay, chemical signals. That is why it is known as the receptor protein. Okay.
Okay.
Clear now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now function C. And other than that, the channels, markers, and the receptors, it also contains the cholesterol, which provides rigidity. What do you mean by cholesterol?
Cholesterol is basically something which helps it maintain the way it is.
See, cholesterol is nothing but generally what is it? What is it made up of? Cholesterol.
Isn't like made of fats?
Yes. Yes, it's made up of fats. So,
Mm-hmm.
when we are going to talk about the cell membrane, what all things are present in case of cell membrane? It's a phospholipid bilayer. You have to remind that. Okay, phospholipid, it's a bilayer, means two layers, upper and lower layers will be there. And
Okay.
it is made up of different kinds of protein, channel proteins, markers, receptors. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. And other than that, it will also contain the cholesterol, which provides rigidity. What is the function of cholesterol? It will providing the rigidity to the cell. What is the meaning of
Just
rigidity?
like as in to stay in the shape they are.
Yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So inability to bend. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So means what? Means
Like
it will be present in shape. Okay, because of this,
okay.
what is the rigidity only? The cell will be present in a particular shape. Okay.
Okay.
So now the function, selectively permeable boundary between the cell and the external environment. What is selectively permeable means what?
Like allowance
Yes. Means,
and so
yes. Whatever.
selectively
Yes. Tell.
yeah, selectively means like only some things
It
can
will allow
yeah.
something to pass inside the cell and from the cell to the external environment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see, external fluid, okay, it will go inside the cell, but some, what is that? Some are, what is that? Unnecessary things, whatever is present, it will come outside the cell, like that.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the cell membrane. Now coming to the nucleus. Nucleus is the structure, okay, the nucleus is a sphere that contains another sphere called a nucleolus. See, this is the nucleus. Inside the nucleus, okay, around the nucleus, it's a nucleolus will be present. Okay,
Okay.
means nucleus is a sphere. See, if it is a nucleus, okay, sorry. If it is a nucleus, okay, it's a spherical structure. You can see it here. Okay, it's a blue color part. This is totally the nucleus. And inside the nucleus, another sphere is there that is known as the nucleolus. This one. Okay, this is
Okay, I
totally,
got
this is
that.
the nucleus. Okay, what do you mean
Mm-hmm.
by nuclear envelope? The outer covering of the nucleus is known as the nuclear envelope.
Okay.
Okay, so what is the structure? What is the color of the nucleus?
As in this picture, it's blue, right?
No, not in general.
I don't know.
It's blue in color. It's blue in color.
Like
Nucleus is blue in color.
okay.
Okay, in general also the blue in color it is. The nucleus is having the blue color structure. Okay, so
Okay.
this is the total structure of the nucleus. Inside the nucleus, one more sphere will be there. It is known as the nucleolus. Okay, inside the nucleus only, it will, the genetic material DNA will be present. Okay, chromosomes and
Okay.
DNA will be present. So, what is the function? Storage center of the cells, DNA. Okay, it is storing the DNA and manage different cell functions. If the nucleus is present, then the cell in the live condition. If the nucleus is absent, then the cell is dead in condition. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, cell wall. See, cell wall, three layers of the secondary cell wall. Okay, primary wall, middle lamella, three layers of the cell wall. See, the cell wall structure, rigid wall made up of cellulose, proteins, and carbohydrates. Cellulose, when you are just going to, what is that? Look after this word cellulose, you have to think about the plants. because animals won't have this.
Okay.
Okay, so the rigid wall made up of cellulose, proteins, and the carbohydrates. Okay,
Okay.
protein, carbohydrates are present in case of animals, but we cannot have this cellulose. Okay, so what about the, what is that? Why we cannot digest the grasses?
Because of the cellulose, I think.
Yes, because the grasses are having the cellulose in it. And we cannot digest the cellulose because our stomach is not having a particular, what is that, cellulose secreting enzyme. Okay, our stomach cannot secrete the cellulose digesting enzyme. Okay, so
Okay.
we can digest anything but other than cellulose.
Okay.
But what about the cattle then?
Again?
Cattle, cow, goat, sheep, the plant eating animals, they will eat the grasses. How they are able
Yeah.
to digest?
Because, oh, interesting. I don't know.
See, see, we are having the stomach. Okay, stomach is divided into three parts for us. In case of human beings, our stomach is ileum. What is that? What is the other parts? Ileum, duodenum, jejunum. Okay, so our
Yeah.
stomach is having three parts, and it will be, it will look like this. Okay, okay, okay. Ileum. What is that? Duodenum, jejunum, ileum. Like this. These are the three parts. But when we are going to talk about the stomach of the cattle, okay, their stomach is divided into four parts. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. They will also have the ileum, jejunum, duodenum. Other than that, they will have the another part which is known as the ruminant. Okay,
Okay.
ruminant. This part is helping in the secretion of cellulose digesting enzyme.
Oh, okay.
So that is why they are able to digest the grasses which are rich in cellulose content because their stomach is able to produce the cellulose digesting enzyme. But we cannot do that because we don't have that enzyme in our body. Okay, our body cannot secrete that. So that is why the herbivores are generally known as the ruminants. Okay, ruminants. Why? Because they are having a special part in their stomach which is known as the ruminant. Okay, so
Yeah.
that is helping in the secretion of a certain type of enzyme which is helping in the digesting of the cellulose content of the food. Okay,
Okay.
okay,
Yeah.
clear?
Yes, clear.
Yes. So the function of the cell wall, boundary around the plant cell outside of the cell membrane that provides support, okay, structure and the support. So the cell wall is general term is present in case of the all types of plants, and it is nothing but the outer boundary, or you can tell it as outer skin of the plant, okay, which will help in the, which will protect the plant from outer shocks. Okay, so
Okay.
the cell wall, okay, the boundary of the cell, plant cell outside of the cell membrane, okay, means if it is a cell wall, I'm just drawing it here. Okay, so if it is a cell inside the cell, this is the cell wall and this one is the cell membrane. Okay, and this is the cell wall. So always you have to remind what is the major difference in plant cell and animal cell. Already you told me that plant cells are having the cell membrane, but they don't have the cell wall. But plants are having cell wall and cell membrane both. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
And they provide structure and the support.
Okay.
Clear? Any doubt?
No.
Okay. So for today's class, I'm just going to stop it here. Okay. And just let me know, did you like the class or not?
Yeah, I did. I did understand whatever was taught.
Okay. Okay. So I'm just stopping it here. Okay.
Sure.
Jawahar. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so
So
much.
yeah, go through the, what is that, first chapter. You will get all those things. Okay. And whenever is the next class for you. Okay. And we are going to start. We are just going to complete this cell organelles and all that. organelles are present inside the cell. Then we are going to move on to the microscope. Okay, so we
Okay,
are just
sure.
going to learn about the types of the microscopes and how do they work. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay then. Okay then. Bye. Take care.
Bye. Take care.
Bye. Bye.